knee mount. Working from knee on belly, we're looking for Stefan to go and bench press me away. You'll get a lot of this. From here, note how my foot pivots, enters into his armpit, and then I'm going to transition my leg up and then over his head. I want to find his thumb, and to prevent the hitchhiker escape, squeeze, and then I bring his elbow towards my right hip. Right hand into the right hip. As well, once I have the knee on belly position, you're going to get a lot of people who are just going to want to push that knee away. When this happens, I hook his left with my right. I'm going to place my hand on the ground. My big toe draws a J all the way around to the far side, finding his left thumb with my left hand, squeezing my knees into the 180 armbar from knee on belly. One last time on that one, hook, step, all the way over, find that thumb, and then squeezing my knees for the armbar. Let's talk about the classic mount armbar. The classic mount armbar has 6 pieces. The very first one, control the elbow. So my right to his right. Second, placing my hand on the ground and my knee goes to the neck. That's number 2. 3 is the S-sit, where I'm bringing my heel to my knee and I'm making a letter S with my legs, sometimes called high mount. From here, 4, controlling the elbow, and then I'm controlling the knee. I want my hand on the ground. At this stage, I bring my knee over the neck, and then I have the choice of falling forward or falling back. We'll fall back for the number 6 here. Control the thumb, and falling back. That's the conventional classic armbar from mount. But of course, that doesn't always work. Now, a more functional way is if Stefan is a little bit more defensive. Once I have mount, we're looking to go and get both elbows high. I need to get this hand down to the ground first. So note how I'm going to go palm up, my left to his left. I'm going to push this and then maintain it with my chest. Go underneath the neck. I'm going to punch and then pry. I punch and then pry. I punch and then pry. I punch and then pry. All the way until I can get his elbow across his head. Once I have this, I'm going to switch, lift up his head, control his neck now, and I'm going to do the exact same thing on the other side. Punch and then pry. Punch and then pry. Punch and then pry. And now that his elbows, both of them are above his shoulder line, now I can transition into part 2, which is my knee to his neck, into 3, which is the S-sit, where I'm bringing my heel and my knee together, 4, which is to control the elbow while controlling the knee, hand on the ground, and then my leg goes over top. If Stefan keeps his hand on his bicep, just like that, as I fall back, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my torso leg. I'm going to bring that up, over, peel his hand off of his own bicep, control, find the thumb, squeeze the knees, and go for that armbar. Now let's look at a variation where we can go and go into a belly down variation from mount. Sometimes when I'm here, I just don't feel comfortable falling back, or perhaps Stefan is just really strong and he's driving me up and then over. That's totally okay. I fall to my side. I can tap Stefan out from here. Or if Stefan jumps over, that's totally fine. I continue to control Stefan. I roll with him and I finish the armbar from a more conventional seated position. Once again, always finding that thumb, going over my hip for the belly down version of the armbar from mount. Controlling Stefan from the back, sometimes we can go directly into an armbar as well as a choke. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my feet to the far side of his hip. And then from here, I'm going to cross my legs over the far shoulder. Now I'm going to go open up my elbow and bring it to the near side. I'm going to go and bring my chest really, really proud, and keeping his elbow to my chest. I'm going to throw my leg up and then over, and then controlling his thumb, as I do for all arm bars, we're going to go and tap him out. So that's the arm bar from the back. In addition, we can also attack in an arm bar when Stefan is trying to attack my back. He doesn't have the back just yet. We're fighting from a position called turtle. We're looking for that arm. We're looking to go and control above the elbow on that arm. I'm now going to go and fall to my side to sweep, stepping over. I want to walk backwards with my hips so that way my neck is protected. I find that wrist, I find that thumb, and then I'm going to go and hit that figure 4 armbar from the back. From a similar position is when Stefan is in turtle. And Stefan has a really tight turtle where I can't seem to be able to get his neck or get my hooks in, but I'm lucky enough to be able to go and swim one arm on the inside. I control his right wrist with my right hand. Now I'm going to double that up, and then I'm going to be able to pick Stefan up, fall back, and go directly into an armbar. We call that the deadlift armbar from Top Turtle. The very last armbar I want to show everybody is a flying armbar. I mean, it's not necessarily a flying armbar, but when I feel that I'm gripping up here with Stefan and he's just really, really strong, what I want to try and do is I want to throw my leg up and then over, and then bringing Stefan down, finding that thumb like I do for all armbars, and then attacking from a standing position. I hope you enjoyed that ultimate guide to the armbar. Please subscribe and like.